Today's tutorials are filmed in front of a live studio audience. We are live!
You look angry.
At Trinity Meadows Intermediate School, room 1221. We're here to study some division.
With Superman.
There have been many students that are in my class right now who don't know how to divide.
I know how to divide. It's been like over 100 years.
We have had phone
days.
calls. We have had email. We have had Facebook messages.
Possible.
There were smoke signals sent.
What?
Saying Morse code. Saying, my baby don't know how to multiply. Can you help them, please? And I'd say, we're not multiplying today. We're dividing. And they'd be like, all right, they can't divide either. And I said, okay, we'll use division, and then we'll check it with multiplication. They said, all right. So you're going to work these problems out with me. I'm going to do 4.
Okay.
4, or some, I don't know how many, but I'll do some going with you guys. And then I'll do some not where I let you do it. So let's take 840 divided by 6.
I know the answer.
Good, know the answer quietly.
Dang it.
840 divided by 6. Well, first, primero,
Ooh.
you need to write it correctly.
Yes, I agree. Wait, can you wait like 2 seconds? No. Run over here? No, not wait 2 seconds. Nice to meet you, Mr. Roberto. Oh! Scared me!
6 is my divisor.
You know what?
840 is my dividend. Now there are a few little hints that I like to use and to teach my students, and just left. Ha! Did you hear that? She said I can't write, so I said just left.
I am a lefty.
So she can't write, so I'm going to tell her just wrong, because those are antonyms.
Yes.
All right, so a couple things I use to help me move along here.
Yes.
I'm going to look. First of all, you can use your multiplication chart.
Yes. Oh, okay, let's look.
When we're doing single.
Know that?
Rhett, my goodness, you're loud.
Can I whisper underneath the door? Be quiet.
No. So we use our multiplication chart, and that's going to help us. If you don't have your facts memorized, we use our multiplication chart. If you need practice, go to my Facebook page, and I posted some links to games on there.
I'm ready.
All right, so first thing, let's look at this.
I'm ready.
Does 6 go into 8?
Yes.
That means I'm going to have a 3-digit quotient. That means I have to have a number above the 8, a number above the 4, and a number above the 0.
The number's a 1 above the 8.
Chill.
No.
I'm going to give you a chance to work some on your own, but I want to show step by step.
A long time.
But you know what? People watching at home aren't as smart as you, Red.
Sure. Yeah, because
So,
he's Albert Einstein.
this is where you're
I
going...
don't like Albert Einstein.
Shh. Okay, we just watched the video I recorded in my first class today, and 75% of the noise we heard was the two of you.
Wait.
Yes.
Yeah, because me and her always get in debates. I don't like it.
Well, get in debates later.
No.
Yeah, I need to be in a debate club so I can learn how to debate him and like.
I can debate you. I can use logic. When I use science against you, there's nothing you can say about it.
Okay, let's just go on. Let's just pretend like
I'm
he's
the
not
good
here.
child.
Okay, so now knowing it's a 3-digit number, if you don't identify how many digits are in your quotient, this is where you're going to make a silly mistake. So let's see, 6 goes into 8, as Rhett said. How many times, Rhett?
Once.
1 time. 1 times 6 is 6.
And that's
Subtract,
8.
I get 2.
And then
Now I bring down my 4.
Bring down
I can always use my multiplication chart.
multiplication.
6 goes into 24. How many times, Mia? Mia only. Mia,
How many times what?
does 6 go into 24?
6 goes in 25.
I know.
Rhett, shh. Talk when called upon.
Well, that's hard.
Look at your multiplication chart. You got it right in front of you. Look,
4 times.
4 times.
I love multiple.
And Mia, 4 times 6 is?
24.
Thank you, Mia.
You're
If
welcome.
Peyton's family, if you're watching this, she has now changed her name to Mia, so please call her that all the time.
They call me that and I'm ignoring them.
Now I get a 0. This is where you'll mess up. If you do not identify how many numbers need to be in your quotient. If you don't remember to bring down that 0, and
Die.
every time you bring down that 0, or every time you bring down a number, there's going to be a number up above. So how many times is 6 going to 0?
9.
0 times.
Really?
0
Now,
times.
Inverse operations. Inverse operations. The inverse of division is multiplication. I can check it by multiplying 140 and 6. So my factor 140, my factor 6, I want to find my product. 6 times 0 is 0. 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 1 is 6 plus 2 is 8.
8.
Was it 8?
My product and my dividend are the same. So as long as I didn't make the same math mistakes in both places,
Do not.
then
Please.
we are good.
You have Gucci.
Then we are good. What else can we do here?
We can do all the other problems.
All right, let me
You should
show.
throw that goldfish at your camera.
Yeah, I should. Let me. Let's do this one. 312 divided by 5.
Help! I've gotten tangled. I literally got entangled.
Can you literally untangle and be quiet?
No.
You're driving me crazy today, Rhett.
So, and you're not driving me anymore.
Good.
Yay. You've been driving me crazy too. Yeah, you've been driving me insane.
Especially in badminton.
Oh yes, you said I don't know how to play.
And I said that I've been playing since I fit 2.
Can you two be done with this conversation?
No.
I'm really sorry.
Because I want to set you out in the hall.
Good luck.
Thank you. Good luck. You don't think I can set you in the hall?
I mean, I know you could, but...
Okay, then. Be quiet. All right. Now we look at this one. Mia, does 5 go into 3?
No.
No. It's got to be equal to or greater than in order for it to go into. Since it doesn't go into 3, I am not going to have a number above the 3. There's nothing in my quotient above the 3.
No, there should be a
Mia.
0.
Nothing. Putting a 0 at the front of a number.
Yeah. No.
But that, I mean, you wouldn't do that in normal.
That just looks messed
How much
up.
money do you have? I have $0.39. $0.139.
What's that?
So I just put a little X there.
But then...
Keeps me from putting something above there.
I'm kidding.
Now, Mia, does 5 go into 31? You look at your multiplication chart, your 5 row,
No.
go over until... Shh, listen. Look at your multiplication chart. I know it goes in because 31 is greater than 5. So I look at my multiplication chart, I have my 5 row, and I go over my 5 row until I get as close to 31 as I can without going over.
So then 30?
Good, 30. So 5 times what is 30?
5 times what?
Mia's helping me chill.
No.
That's what I said.
No,
6.
answer for a while. Help.
Okay, so then 6 times 5, you already told me was 30. Subtract, and I bring down a 2. My next number is going to go above here. Mia,
Yeah.
Dang it!
how many times does 5 go into 12?
5 goes in 10.
Not 10 times.
I mean, 2?
2 times, good. And 2 times 5 is 10. Subtract 2. I have nothing else to bring down.
That's a remainder.
We're not getting into decimals yet. I can
Dang.
show you where we wouldn't have a remainder.
Yeah.
We'd have a decimal number, but we're not there yet.
Yeah.
I'm never going to call on you if you're not quiet.
Aw.
So this becomes our remainder since we don't have anything left. If we want to check our work with the inverse operation, you take your quotient. Yes.
I am so confused. When did we get that? When did we get that? Okay, so I'm confused. If this is our remainder, then why did we put a 2? How did we get 2 there?
I can explain.
The 2 is 5 going into 12. 2 times. Okay, and we'll keep working them. and you'll be able to watch them at home.
Really? You would?
Okay, so you don't get out of the way. Okay, to check our work, we do our quotient times our divisor.
Okay.
So, Peyton, what's our quotient?
312.
That's our dividend.
Oh, 62.
62.
Plus 2 is 64.
What?
Our divisor is 5.
5.
We multiply those together, and whatever I get there, I
10.
add my remainder.
It's 10.
0. And then
31. No, wait, what?
30.
Help.
312.
But that's not what we got there.
That's what we got here.
Oh. I thought you meant we had to get that top number.
No,
Not this.
and we started with the top number and multiplied it by 5, so we couldn't go back to that
Thank
top
you.
number. We
My
just-
life is
I don't get
over.
most of it.
No, that's fine. I don't expect you right away. That's why we're practicing.
Well, I did with the rounding. I did get it.
Good.
Yay, brownie.
4 minutes, like you said.
Let's take 529
I
divided by
have 204
9.
years left.
Wait, what?
529 divided by 9. Peyton's helping me with this one.
Ah!
You haven't been quiet for more than 3 seconds.
That's hard.
If you can handle being quiet for more than 3 seconds, you may be the next person I call.
Okay, I said 4 seconds.
No. Till I'm done with this problem.
Oh, come on. That's impossible.
No,
When
it's
did they
possible.
get to talk?
Shh. Because you haven't stopped.
Yeah, like, not fair.
All right. Peyton, you're here with me, right?
Somewhat.
Okay. Peyton, will 9 go into the number 5? No. So I'm not going to have anything above the 5 in my quotient. Peyton, will 9 go into 52? Yes, because 52 is greater than 9. That means I'm going to have a 2-digit quotient. I'm going to have a number directly above the 2 and directly above the 9. So now this is where I can bust out my multiplication chart if I need to. If I'm not 100% fluent in my multiplication facts.
Almost fluent.
Well, good, get there.
No.
And then I'm asking my friend Peyton. Peyton, how many times does 9 go into 52 without going over?
5 times.
5 times 9. And what is 5 times 9?
45.
45. And then we're going to do our subtraction. When you know the answer of 52 subtract 45, then let me know.
There you go.
Wait.
Why not read the next one we called on?
Can I teach you something that might help your students?
What's that do?
What helps me? Can I see one of these? Is if you put an answer here and you divide it by 9.
Okay, yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, you just redo it again.
Yeah. And see, my whole job is to make sure you know the standard algorithm.
Yeah, fair enough.
So when you get 52 subtract 45, Peyton, let me know.
Got it.
What do you get?
169.
No, 52 subtract 45?
Okay.
It's like adding.
One second. Give me like 11, 10. 5. So, okay. But why did we turn this into a...
Because I can't do 2 subtract 5. Correct.
Oh my gosh, that's where I messed up. Wait. I made this. We're supposed to have 5 up here.
What did I do?
I need your advice. Does this look like a lollipop or
68?
I don't know. It's 52 subtract 45 is a 7.
I'm just
And then I bring down my 9.
Wait, but...
Well, I can count up.
Wait.
45 to 50 is 5. 50 to 52 is 2 more, so that's a total of 7.
But you can't... If I be like, Mr. Murda, I'm going to punch you in your face and I'm going to steal $5 when you only have 2, you can't do that.
Yes, but that's why I took a $10 bill and I traded it in for 10 ones, and that gave me 12 ones. So now if you come...
58.
Now if you punch me in the face, then I will have the money to give you. So then we have 12 ones minus 5 ones.
No, I got. Oh, yeah, I just subtracted.
12 tens minus 5 tens gives me 7 tens. I bring down my next digit. Peyton, how many times does 9 go into 79? Rhett, Chazelle, sit down.
9 times 8 is 72.
Okay, so we have an 8 here. 8 times 9, you told me was 72. Subtract 79, subtract 72.
72 minus 7. That looks like a lollipop. 9. I feel like it looks like a lollipop.
Oh, okay. So Peyton, 9 subtract 2?
7.
7. So I have 58, remainder 7. I can check it. I take my quotient, which is here, 58, times my divisor, which is 9. Okay, quotient times divisor, and then I add my remainder.
Divisor.
Quotient is 58.
Wait,
My
I'm
divisor
taking notes.
is 9.
I'm taking notes.
Okay, that's fine.
Plus remain.
Plus your remainder, which is the 7. 72, 2, 7, 45, 52.
How do you
Plus
do that?
my
You're like my
remainder.
mom. Like, if you say, Mom, what's like 5 times, like, if you like give her like a really hard number, she'll be like, oh, it's 2014. I don't know how she does it.
Well, let's see. This is what I did. I did 9 times 5 is 45. I know 45 to 50 is 5. So that gives me 5, and I have 2 more to add to it. I added 5, and then I added 2. I added 5, and then I added 2. I'm going to put...
Mommy's smart.
I want to put 1 up here for you to do, and I'll pause it, and then I might call on my friend Rhett if he...
Please, I've been quiet for like 12 minutes.
Being loud.
Yeah, because I want to. You were more loud than I've ever been. Remember when we were in PE?
Wow, wow, wow.
Hey, you said you wanted.
Well, you have to yell.
All right, 254 divided by 8. No, it should be divided by 3.
First fulfillment.
Yeah.
Did Kate didn't have anything to do for you?
No.
Because that's his answer.
No, he's got it all done.
Okay.
Okay, does 3 go into 2? No, I am not going to have a number above the 2.
Okay.
Does 3 go into 25? Yes. Means I'm going to have a 2-digit quotient. A 2-digit quotient. And you know something? If I use my divisibility rules, I know I'm going to have a remainder here too. We'll talk more about divisibility rules tomorrow. 3 goes into 25 how many times, Rhett?
8.
8 times 3 is what, Rhett?
8 times 3 is multiplication chart sheets. Wait, it was 8 times 3?
Yep.
24, yay.
Good. Now I have 25, subtract 24, and that's 1. I bring down my next number in my dividend, which is 14. Rhett, how many times does 3 go into 14?
3. Do you like it can go only up to 12, but then it has to be a 4.
Okay, so it's a 4.
Okay.
4 times 3 is 12.
2 doesn't remain.
Subtract,
Yay.
and I get 2, and so I get a remainder of 2.
See, I'm a genius. I did that earlier. Why'd you erase? I worked hard.
Because we're about to do it. How did you do that? That's cool.
1, 2.
All right, so let's look at
Minus is 2.
295 divided by 4. Have we done that one yet?
Wait, which one?
295 divided by 4.
No.
All right, do that on your paper.
Why can't we do it up there?
You didn't pause the video.
I know.
Harder.
People at home need to know what pain I'm going through dealing with the 2 of them.
Hey, we are just disputing. We're not arguing. Wait. If you had 2 as the top number.
Wait, no, don't change it, please.
Can I erase this?
No. No.
No.
Please don't.
No knowledge.
You may want to watch this again at home if you're still struggling, okay?
29. How many times?
Can you please be quiet, Rhett?
Yes, talk in your head, Rhett. Talk in your head.
It's hard.
Well, you can do it.
Well, she was the one that messed
You're
me
like
up.
Einstein. Talk in your head.
Einstein didn't do that.
Yes, he did.
How did you get 24?
Because 8 times 3 is 24.
Wait. So first you do.
I got the
3
answer.
goes into 25 8 times, because 8 times 3 is 24. Then I
There's no-
subtract.
So wait. The answer. There's no.
I had the answer too.
I didn't
I've been
buy
having it
times
for a while.
3 or something.
5 times 3 is 15. That's too low.
So 3 goes into 2.
You got to use your multiplication chart. You got to get as close to this number as you can without going over. So my multiplication chart: 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 28. Well,
Why do
I
they
can only
get
get
to
here
talk?
as close as I can get.
Why does she get to talk and I can't? It's not fair.
So this is as close as I can get. And so this is times 8. So that's, I can't go over the number here. I can't go over it.
So then why would you put 24?
Because,
Are you putting
8
these two together?
no. I've got the number 25. I need to get, if you had $25 and you needed to split it between 3 people, what's the most they could get?
22.
No. 24.
But you said 3, so you
Yeah.
subtract
3
down.
times 8 is 24.
See?
So they could each get $8.
Yay, money. So, oh, good.
We're going to do the next one.
Yay.
So watch as we do the next one. I know you do. Sit down, Rhett.
But I don't want to.
But I know, but not everybody gets it, so I'm going to talk through it.
Okay, but
So if you just go up there, no. 4, Mia, does 4 going to 2?
Let me choose.
Is
No.
2, okay, no. Is 4 going to go into 29?
Wait, how did it not go in there?
4 doesn't go into 2.
Yes, it can. It can go with
Yay.
7.
7 times. Now, where I get my number here is 7 times 4 is
7 times 4 is 28.
that's where this number comes from.
Why did I get that?
Oh.
That's what this number comes from.
Oh.
Can I do the next one?
Wait, what? The number comes from where?
When you multiply here.
I have the one right there.
Oh, I get it now. I get it
You
so
have one
much.
right there. And then
I know.
15. And then 15 minus... Wait.
And then I subtract. 29 subtract 28.
You bring down the 5.
I bring down the
You
5.
subtracted from 12, so you
So
have
how many
one
times
under
does
3.
4 go into 15, Mia?
4 goes into 15 3 times.
3 times.
Alright.
And 3 times 4 is what, Mia?
3 times 4 is 12. I have problems.
And 15 subtract 12 is?
15 subtract 12. 3?
3. So I have 73 with the remainder of 3. I think Thursday tutorials will be skills for a while at least.
Can we do rounding again?
We can, maybe next Thursday.
I like rounding.
But I want to
I'm
wanna
pretty
work
sure-
on
I wish
division
it was
for a
only
while.
one person.
work on division for a while. All right, let's look at one more.
3 weeks?
It's already like 25 minutes. Hold on.
158 divided by 8. Rhett, does 8 go into 1?
No!
I'm not going to have a number above the 8. Rhett, does 8 go into 15?
No.
Yes!
I'm going to have 2 digits in my quotient.
Once.
Goes in 1 time. 1 times 8 is?
1 times 8 is 4. Wait. 8!
8.
Help.
15 subtract 8 is?
14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8.
Nice ringtone.
7. Yeah, 7.
Bring down the 8.
And then 8. Oh my. Nope.
Is 8 going to
Someone else can do that.
78?
Someone else can do that.
You can look. How many times is 8 going to 78?
72. 72 is the highest it can go by 9.
Okay, so times 9. 9
72.
times 8 is 72.
2, 4, so it'd be 7, 8. No, wait. 7, 6. So it'd be 6 remaining. Remainder of 6. 19. Yay.
19
I'm
remainder
genius.
6.
I know something.
What?
You know.
If your remainder can't go into tens.
Yeah, your remainder cannot be equal to or greater than your divisor.
But what happens if it is?
So I can't, then it needed to go in one more time. Okay, so if I had, oh, I'm not going to show you.
My teacher
But
said that back.
if I said, let's do this. Let's erase this and go down a little bit here.
Okay.
So we have 7 here, and if I bring down the 8, and let's say I said 8 goes into 78 8 times. 8 times 8 is 64.
Yeah.
And I got 14. Well, that's bigger than my divisor.
Oh, I see. Because then you would have
Then
to
I should have gone in.
distribute that
Yes.
one to up there. Yeah.
I should have gone in 9
Okay.
times.
Thank
which
you.
is so your remainder cannot be equal to or greater than your divisor.
Okay.
Make sense?
No.
Okay, good.
Yes. Yes.
No, it's not.
We can't joke around in front of Mr. McNeil.
Oh, let's do.
Because he's
One more.
Do we have time for one more?
No.
No? Okay, we don't have time for one more. All right. Boom, shakalaka. Be kind. Love you. Peace
Come
out.
here.